Morning YouTube, Little Red Homestead here. Just giving you a look at the garden so far. We're doing some really good things. Share with you a little moment in the garden. So we've wandered our way to the backyard. A very nice relaxing stream that runs the entire length of the property. We end up back here at the greenhouse, which is where most things end in the day. We're going to be dealing with the plants, and also we're going to make some compost tea. That way you can use that on the garden to make sure everything comes up nice. So this is the herbs that have been started. There's basil, dill, and spearmint. The spearmint's going to be going in the front garden with the mint. Here are the cuttings that I took earlier in the year, and they should be taking a little bit of a root now. The strawberries aren't doing so great, and I think that's probably because I haven't been in here every day to mind them. But we have raspberries here, apples from the apple trees right along the fence. This is a houseplant, I can't remember the name of it. Still going, the currants are still going good. The leaves look really strong. I have a spider plant over here that is not doing so great. It's from a transplant, so it's to be expected that it's gonna look unhappy for a little while. Today's project is some compost tea. I've got a bucket of rainwater. I was just captured last night. Got some ladies' pantyhose, size super large. Sorry to disappoint, this isn't that kind of video. What we're going to do is first I'll take these out of the wrapper. Some of this should have been done before, but anyway, I don't need an advertisement. Ladies' pantyhose. What we're going to do is stuff these full of compost. They're going to soak in the bucket and pretty much make a compost tea. So the trick here, hopefully, without knocking over the iPad, is to fill this up with this compost. And a nice garden trowel does a good job. This is half compost, half cow manure, so when it's fully brewed it should smell just absolutely amazing. That was a joke. I don't think it's going to smell that good. What we're looking for is some good scoops in there. And you can tell this is good. You can look at the color. If they just scoop in the top and they run all the way down to the feet. And I'm not entirely sure there's a science behind how much is needed, but I think that's enough there. And this shot is extremely awkward because there's a plant hanging right over my head that I keep knocking my head on. I had to reset the camera on this. It was upside down, which is making all the shots very hard to get. So the next thing to do is you want to simply you can tie these off. I don't quite think I'm going to reuse them. They were just a couple of dollars, so what we're going to do is tie that off. Make sure none of that gets done, but I've tied it in a in a bit of a slip knot so that if I do decide down the road that I want to reuse it, I can. From there, it gets dunked. Now, I let that down, and what I want you to see is how fast the compost has worked its way from the sock and into the water. So within seconds, the compost started working in the water. And what you want to do is, you guys can't see that. Hang on. Let's put you back over here. Just a couple things. Bear with me, there's a rookie at work here. So, the clean water that you saw before, the nice clean fresh rainwater, now it's taken this brown color. And what you're going to want to do is a couple times a day, put it down and just bob the tea bag a little bit, and it's just going to do its thing. Other than that, we put the cover on it, set it in the sun, and let it cook. Now you can get as simple or as fancy as you want with this. There are videos out there where people put bubblers in it and stir it on a timer. We're just going to set this outside the greenhouse in the sun and just let it do its thing. And we're going to see what we come up with. I think it's going to be about the same. Yeah. So the trick, as near as I can figure, is to find a sunny spot, and then you just let it sit. And it's going to sit for a couple of weeks, and every day or so I'll come by and just bob the compost around in there, and before you know it, we'll be taking that to the garden and feeding all the plants.